a few well-known limitations. One is that its knowledge cutoff date was September 2021, meaning that ChatGPT has no knowledge of anything that happened or anything that was published after that date. A second issue is that ChatGPT often comes up with reasonably sounding but completely wrong answers about knowledge that it doesn't know, like knowledge after September 2021. So what we really need is a way to add long-term memory to ChatGPT, memory that we can add as a user of events that happened it doesn't know about, or for example, very specific information. Think of like science research or company information, for example. And there is a solution for that. It is possible to add long-term memory to ChatGPT. It's called embeddings. And OpenAI provides an API for developers to create these embeddings. However, it doesn't provide a solution to store these embeddings. And that's where vector databases come in. Vector databases, for example, like Pinecone, provided long-term memory for AIs like ChatGPT, but not limited to ChatGPT. These are hot. Pinecone is valuated at over $700 million currently. $700 million is a lot of money. However, what is also a lot of money is the pricing. So if you want to use Pinecone, the standard subscription starts at $70 a month, and it could easily be more than $70. It's a lot of money, and it's overkill for many projects. So what we need is a Pinecone alternative that is free and open source to use, and that is where VectorNest comes in. VectorNest is that free and open source alternative to Pinecone, and it is different in a few ways. One is that VectorNest runs locally on your own device, on your user's device, meaning that all searches are handled locally, and that it's also flexible. It can store a database on your local machine, but it can also store it on, for example, the user's personal iCloud or something like that. VectorNest is also super fast. It's built in native Swift for iOS and macOS, using Apple's Accelerate framework, which means it's hardware accelerated. And bonus, since it is run locally, all these searches, there's a path to privacy first. Currently, VectorNest will call OpenAI a few times to create this long-term memory and to do all the queries. However, with LLMs and sentence transformers more and more running locally, there's a path to a full privacy solution where VectorNest will completely run locally on your machine with no calls to the internet whatsoever. I'm happy to show you how this works. So what I have here is a PDF that was published on April 2023. So there's no way that ChatGPT has any knowledge of that. What I also have here is a VectorNest demo, and by simply dragging the PDF to the demo app, it will be added to ChatGPT's long-term memory. So I can ask it questions, and ChatGPT will answer the questions based on the PDF that I added to the VectorNet database. For example, let's see, I can ask something like, what are generative agents? And again, ChatGPT normally would not have any knowledge of this. However, since we added the PDF, the paper, to ChatGPT's long-term memory, it is now able to answer this question correctly, as you can see here in the view. So we can ask it something very specific, like how was the experiment conducted? And again, it will use the PDF to answer this question. So here are two examples of how this works. As usual, it's super easy to just add long-term memory to ChatGPT. And once it's added, you can ask specific questions about that, the documents that you added, the knowledge that you added. VectorNest is on GitHub. It's a free download. It's open source. If you're working on any ChatGPT or AI application for iOS or Mac, check it out. And if you have any questions, feel free to ping me. The URL will be in the comments.